Welcome back to Talk That Talk with Meesh and Jay. I'm Meesh. To the left of me is my bro, Jay.
Hey, yo.
Hey, look, if you are new here, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you are true here, you already know what to do. Get your smokes, get your drinks, and also you like, comment, and subscribe. But your ass should already be subscribe, all right? So we are here. We back for episode 45, y'all. Got a good little topic today. Okay, good little topic. But first, we got to jump in. Oh, yeah, please. Hey, y'all. Please just ignore this. Like, I'm holding out to my ceremony like a thin thread. I have no lineup right now. So I'm
Man, people ain't tripping off that.
I'm thugging it out.
They want to hear what you got to say.
No, facts. I get that. I just gotta make, I gotta make sure. Gotta make sure I let the people know. You know what I'm saying? It's not my usual. So,
they probably like, why this nigga always wearing that damn hat? You know what I mean? Right. I don't care.
Right. Right.
You gonna love me?
Or you gonna hate it, right?
That's right.
We raw and we real over here. Okay. So look, y'all. We getting into 45. Oh, I just wanna, before we jump into the topic, and I'm also passing to Jay, let him say whatever he might need to say. But I want to thank the extra subscribers that we got. We're up to
moving up 140.
We up to 140 subscribers.
Yeah.
Y'all, please keep subscribing. Thank you. It gives us motivation, okay? And also, we do trending topics, meaning that we got all kinds of topics for y'all. Whatever topics come out, we push them out and we do them for y'all. And we have a very unique take on these topics, y'all, so you don't want to miss it, okay? Please subscribe. Matter of fact, do that right now and hit the notification bell.
You ain't lying, because like I said, I ain't no Brian Gumble, so I'm going to give you straight, real rap raw. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Sometimes I don't even be thinking, I just be saying it.
Right.
That's the way you should get it. I mean,
that's natural. That's how you get the spill out.
I ain't got time for that.
Yeah. So,
but but I do look stuff up, though. I ain't going to just tell you stuff. I ain't going to say stuff that I don't know.
He be getting the facts.
I try to get the facts. If I don't know, I'm not going to speak on it.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Or I just give my opinion.
Right.
And that's it. That's all it is my opinion.
Yeah. So that's why we tell y'all get y'all smoke, get y'all drinks, because if you sit with us and you listen, I'm telling you, you're going to love it. You won't regret it. I promise. So, bro, what's going on with you? Got anything you want, add before we get into this juicy topic?
Man, nope. I'm ready to get into it.
Yeah. All right. We about to. All right, y'all. So, look, we ready to get into it. I love it. So last night, Jeezy did a one-on-one with Nia Long. It premiered. I don't know if that's the actual day they did it. It premiered. And he spilled hella tea on this sit down with Nia Long.
Was it YouTube? Was it on TV?
It was on YouTube, y'all. It premiered on YouTube. And it is on YouTube. So I caught the premiere last night, like the tail end of it. And then I was like, oh, I got to see this, right? And, of course, just like everybody else, we're thinking he's going to, go into details about what his current situation with Jeannie Mai. But we're going to get to that. But I think that the overall context of the interview was dope. The title of the interview, or I wouldn't say it was an interview. It was a one-on-one. I don't even call it an interview. I don't know what Nia Long is doing now. I don't know if she's going to go about having these, very vulnerable, deep conversations with individuals. But it was titled, I Might Forgive, but I Don't Forget. And I love it. I love that. That's what it was titled. And that is important for people to understand. And understand this, both Jeezy and Nia Long are from South Central LA. And they were bonded on that note too, So I don't know whether they were already previously friends, but this was a great interview in my opinion. So we're gonna talk about it, y'all. We're gonna discuss some of the things that kind of was said surrounding this interview. Like if the previews popped up and come out, people were really upset, right? So some folks were here for it. Some folks was like, oh, this is dope. And other folks were like, oh, they feel like he running back to black women. You know what I'm saying? He just was with Jeannie Mai. They said because he at his lowest. I don't think Jeezy is at his lowest. He got a book coming out.
That fool was just on the award thing getting his.
Yeah, and
he wasn't even thinking about that.
And he got a whole album out right now.
How he at his lowest when he got a whole daughter that he probably loved half to death.
Right. That's what they're saying. They saying that he is running. Why? What reason would Nia Long have to be doing a one-on-one with him? Why he getting vulnerable with her, but he couldn't marry a female like her? he want to marry outside the race. But yeah, as soon as his messed up, he trying to be he trying to be in the face of a black woman.
Nah, I disagree, man. He get with whoever he want, no matter what race.
Right.
If he feel like he want to be white woman, he can get with a white woman. If he want to be with an Asian, he get an Asian. Want to get it back? It doesn't matter. Just cause he bring up one and get with everybody can't be so he has to automatically get with another Asian chick.
Right.
To order appease somebody else.
Right. He gotta stay. Right.
No.
Stay consistent.
You don't have to do that.
Right.
Hell out of here,
and you
man.
clearly see how that worked out
People
for him.
make me sick.
You clearly see how that worked out for him. He married outside of the realm of what he was trying it out. Yeah. But in reality, he said that there were differences. There were small differences in regards to
because their culture is very different.
There you go. So that's how you know. Like I'm sure he's regretting. The decision.
Right. So, they shouldn't just waited a little while before they got married. Period.
Yes, I agree with that.
Waited it out a little longer. It was just their honeymoon was early. Yep. You know what I mean? What I'm saying is before they got married, the honeymoon stage of being together, thinking you in love when you in lust.
Right.
You running around, spending a lot of time with each other, thinking it's all good.
That's right.
And you really don't even know each other like that.
That's right.
All the stuff that they did after they got married, they should have did beforehand to find out, hey, do I really, especially when the culture's like that, especially when Jenny got a whole mama that's off the chain.
Yeah.
You know, her mother's it's a big character. You know what I mean?
I heard that.
Yeah, she's something else.
I've heard she was that way.
She, they should have waited.
Yeah, I believe that. I think that it's nothing wrong. I'm no lie. It's nothing wrong with getting interracial relationship. It's nothing wrong with it. I think that if you want to try another flavor, why not? Life is too damn short to not try different things. I get that. I understand that. What I do think though, like Jay just stated, you going into the situation in lust. You're not realizing the potential issues that's going to come along the line with dealing with somebody so different from you.
Most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? How can you possibly relate to someone who did not even grow up the same way you grew up? Or have some of the similar experiences that you had? So when they were in this interview, Nia Long and Jeezy were able to bond over some of the experiences he had. And I think that's what he was maybe missing too. When he was with Jenny Mai. You know what I'm saying? Just like sitting there really reminiscing and talking. And Nia Long was like, I understand. I'm not saying that Jenny Mai couldn't have been sympathetic to what he was saying, but could she understand with them both, him coming from South Central and her coming from where she's from? Like, where is she from? Absolutely not.
Because, first of all, it was probably easier for her to adapt to that.
Yeah.
Because, number one, she already married outside her race, right? She was with white man first.
She was with a white.
Right.
Yep.
She wasn't with her people.
Right.
She already, and then she hung around a lot of blacks.
Yeah.
At parties, clubs.
Yeah.
So she already knew how to adjust herself to the situation.
But
for him, he ain't been with no Asian or hung out with no Asians or went over to, I don't even know where she from.
Yeah, I don't know where she from.
Philippines, or I don't know. But
something.
You know. And from what I saw, I know she took him over wherever she. I'm gonna look it up. Because that's what I do.
Go ahead and look it up, bro. So we can be accurate on this joint, right? Here's the thing with Jenny Mai. She did have a hot temper too, so that was another thing, right? So I believe that she also dated outside of her race because the men, probably within the realm of her race, probably would not have that mess. Period. She might have get her whack. You feel me? Get smiggity smack. You feel me? By one of the men from her race because she know how she got to act with them. So that's probably why she made sure she dated outside of her race or got married outside of her race. So, because why not marry within the realms of, your race? She doesn't have to. I'm just saying that people know.
So she is Chinese Vietnamese.
Okay, so Vietnam, maybe. They went to Vietnam. That's where they said they went.
It's both, so.
But they went to Vietnam. So was she raised in Vietnam or was she raised in China?
She was raised in California, San Jose, California.
So she's American.
But her father is Chinese Vietnamese, both.
So she's American.
He mixed.
She's American.
She's American. That's why she looked like that. That's why she talked.
Right.
You can't hear the accent.
No, not
if she was over there, different. She's born here, so her accent is Americanized. She's Americanized.
Right.
Her mother is straight Vietnamese, so she basically Vietnamese.
Right.
But her father is mixed Chinese Vietnamese.
Okay, cool. Okay, so we found out. But they did visit Vietnam.
Yeah, she took him over there for the culture.
They were saying that the baby don't even speak English. They said the baby speak Vietnamese. They said everybody in the house, her whole family was living up in there, and not the whole family, but
and that probably set them off a little something.
We Libras, we don't like all that.
Yeah,
we don't like all that.
And do he even know Vietnamese? He probably don't even know the language. He probably didn't even try to learn it.
He probably did. I feel like he did try to learn
the
something.
Basics.
But I just think that at the end of the day, it's too stressful. You know what I'm saying? To have to do all that. Just saying. But okay. But look, all right, so we're going to move forward from this because we're going to get back to her, right? We're going to get back to her. I got some more stuff I want to kind of bring up in regards to this one-on-one that they had, right? So Jeezy speaks about how he suffered a tremendous amount of trauma during his childhood, right? Correct. So this is he was molested by his babysitter, who was a woman. He witnessed a shooting as a child, meaning a man shot popped his wife 4 times. I don't think he unalived her, but that happened. His brother was unalived. And he had a terrible and unloving relationship with his mother. And he also, at some point in his life, was wanted to unalive himself. So my question to you, bro, is how can someone lead a healthy life and with having all this trauma, lead a healthy life and have a healthy mindset in order to even be able to lead like a healthy life and a healthy marriage and things like that? Because he went through a lot, like to be molested by his babysitter. He witnessed a shooting, and he was in the house that the shooting took place. He was in there. He hid under the cabinet.
Okay.
His brother was unalived. I don't know if he's seen that or anything. I kind of missed that. And then his relationship with his mother was a big topic in there because he was saying how his mother passed away, and he said he went up there to like tell her like, hey, I forgive you for not, loving me or not, caring for me in the way that, you did your best, but it wasn't what he needed. So he focused on a lot of his trauma and was like, hey, I got to look out for Lil J. And like, he just basically been hurt a lot. So he came to the interview as a very hurt man. So in reality, it's like he tried to work through those traumas, but when you're in a relationship, right, that's hard.
Of course, it came trauma because he probably never. So he's a dude from the streets.
Yeah,
black men from the streets ain't going to confess all that trauma off the break, especially in his early years, right, where he was doing what he was doing. Secondly, us black men, as you can see, I still ain't went to talk to no.
Still ain't on a therapy. Right.
Therapy, okay, which I should.
When you ready.
But of course, he needed therapy, and he chose like, hey, I don't need no therapy.
Right.
I got the streets.
Right.
I got my guys.
Facts.
I got money. That's my therapy. But of course, the trauma never gonna go away. The PTSD ain't gonna go away.
Right.
But of course, as he got older, he matured.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree with that. He did mature as he got older, and he knew he could be a better man than what he was as he got older.
Yeah, it's just so happened his occupation helped him out a lot to get the money to help himself be a better man or a person or whatever like that.
Right.
Now, if you probably took that away from him, then he might have been worse off.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I agree with that. I agree with that. Okay. So, yeah, I feel like when you, and this is getting deep, y'all, because the interview was deep, y'all. Like, it was like when he was talking about his traumas and how he had to deal with forgiveness, that was important to me to hear because I, too, at some point in my life had to deal with forgiving people. Because honestly, when you end up in the space where you like motherfuckers that you knew you was loving, you knew you loved them it could have been a friend. You knew you loved them to the moon and back. And me, I'm going to tell you, I'm not a mother who be in nobody's face. I don't call people that much. I don't hang with people that much.
That's me.
So when I give you my time, and I mean every time you call me, I'm answering. Every time you tell me to go somewhere, I'm going. That means I love you.
Yeah. I don't think some people realize that. Or
they
don't care to try to realize it either.
No, they don't, because they think it's entitled to them. Mm-hmm. It's this entitlement. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because they think, oh, I call them, they come, whatever. But I also, if you think about the 48 laws of power, I don't know what law it is, but they speak in that about when you you always seeing people, like people always call you out, you always come, you always there. Mm-hmm. People don't appreciate your presence the way they did when you were new to them. It's kind of like having a new phone or a new anything. It's like after a while you just seen it and used it and whatever, and then you're like, oh, okay, that's just what it is, and they take it for granted.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that he very much so felt taken for granted by a lot of the people in his life, especially his mother. But the main thing I kind of want to bring up too, in regards to, I don't think that he was able to have a healthy relationship with Jeannie Mai because of his traumas as well. Mm-hmm. Now, he looking at it like, oh, I did everything I could do. Because he did mention the line, real men don't cheat. That's what he said. Mm-hmm. And we going to get into that. Because I know you better give me some dialogue, right? And I know he didn't cheat on her. I believe him, mm-hmm. right? So I don't think that had anything to do with why they divorced. I think, or why they're divorcing. I believe that his traumas and the way he grew up and what he dealt with and what he didn't deal with, along with Jeannie Mai just being who she is and being Americanized, growing up in California. And they both grew up in Cali, but she grew up in part of Cali where she wasn't dealing with what he was dealing with. Mm-hmm. Not at all. You see what I'm saying? So you could tell that. He even said they went to therapy. Yeah. And he said therapy didn't even work. Mind you, they ain't even been married that long. How did therapy not work? Was y'all open to it?
I mean, I had to be open if they went. Yeah. You to go, you got to be open.
Sometimes.
So you go. Sometimes. But the thing is, when you get there, you got to be open to put everything on the table. You got to talk about every little detail.
Right.
Now, they ain't been together that long. It ain't like it was a 5-10 year relationship or mm-hmm. marriage. Yeah, mm-hmm. It was what 3 years, 2 years? Mm-hmm. So you ain't got that much.
Yeah.
Y'all probably was good all the way up till you said I do.
Correct. Yeah.
Right? I don't know how long they was together between the time they decided to get together, boyfriend, girlfriend, mm-hmm. to the time they said I do. Right. Time they said I do, and to the time they divorced, that's how much drama did y'all have in a year and a half, 2 years?
It could have been. And then, guess what? He alone. He got a lot of people, he says, buried, and her family is all in the house, and he really is. That you think they able to relate? You think they were able to like?
And he ain't had no say so.
No, right? So. Probably not. I mean, it's 5-1.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
but still, but he's barely probably in there too, because he's touring and going to the studio, and you know, she probably like, yeah, I'm just here by myself. Mom stay with me, and then they had a kid,
right?
And she probably needed help. Probably got just whoever in there,
right? Yeah. Well, he did mention like taking care of himself. He said that was his number one priority, was being there for his inner child. So I feel like he's still going through his healing phase. And y'all, this is my thing. If you're still in a healing phase, y'all, I wouldn't advise anybody, if you know you ain't healed from some stuff, if you know you haven't worked through some things, don't get into a relationship. That's how I feel. I'm not blaming Jeezy at all, because I feel like Jeannie Mai, she had some stuff with her too. You see what I'm saying? From her culture, just because they from certain cultures and be Americanized, believe me, she got traumas too. Things that affect her and afflict her. And when two people come together, just like she said, she would go off on him, like raise her voice, and he'd be like, "Oh no, I'm not having that. Like I don't like that." So she, in turn, too, has her ways about her.
Think about it. She was married before,
right?
Now I don't know what happened in that, but did she get over that as the trauma of that marriage? I'm talking about the previous guy with the white man. Was she rethinking or thinking she could treat him a certain way, in the same way as she treated the white man? Right. I don't know his name. That's what I'm saying it.
Right.
I'm just saying. Yeah. She might have had it all the way over there. I don't know how long between divorcing that guy, and then getting with Jeezy, did she have enough time to gather herself? And
you need that. And that's one thing and that's important, y'all. You need that time to gather yourself. I don't care. All this getting over one person, getting up under another, it works for a little while until it don't work no more.
That's right.
Because you're going to crap out. It's kind of like gambling. You're like, all right, I'm going to just smooth over another. In fact, they be a rebound, or if they ain't a rebound, you're going to eventually crap out and be like, dang, I'm really stuck somewhere and I can't be present where I am because I'm stuck elsewhere because I done moved on too fast. Yep. I didn't deal with that.
Yep.
I didn't purge my feelings.
Yep.
That happens.
It really do.
Yeah.
Because I remember I've been single a long time. So right now it's like if I get with somebody, my ex is so long ago.
Yeah.
I ain't even got no reason to even bring her up. I can't even remember most of the shit that happened then. So and I done got myself together. I'm good.
Yeah.
So whoever I'm with next just got strictly me.
Yeah.
They don't even have to worry about me bringing my ex up. They ain't got I ain't got to worry about. Well, do she do it this way? She ain't do it like she did it.
Right.
Or we ain't go here or going to a restaurant and remember. Oh man, I remember. You know what I mean?
Facts.
That's the stuff people go through that they don't really be thinking about.
True.
You don't think about when you take somebody out, you take them to this restaurant, knowing damn well you and your ex used to go there,
Absolutely.
and then you go there, but you not 100% there with her because you think your mind reverted back on that one date you had.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Which ain't, so you got to put that space
in it.
And between it. Yeah.
That space absolutely has to be there.
That's
y'all.
right.
I learned that lesson the hard way. For sure. Like, that space has to be there. You cannot cover your wounds with another person. Because it don't work out for that person either. And then you looking silly at the end when y'all just don't work. And then you just looking like, well, why we ain't work? You know why y'all ain't work. You know what I'm saying? You did that because you didn't know how to just chill out for a second. Or even say no. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes say no. Sometimes take time out. Be like, hey, look, you can't wait for me to just like be good. Like when I like mentally, emotionally, spiritually, then you ain't the one. Either you waiting or you not waiting. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so he says real men don't cheat. Because they was brought up. Is that a true statement?
I mean, for me, yeah, I agree.
You agree?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because I've never cheated, period. On none of my
So when you were in a relationship, you never stepped out, you never wanted nothing else?
Not one time. And you know I'm going to speak the truth.
Yeah.
Not one time.
Okay, bro. That's what
period.
I'm talking about. But
even my man at work, we talk all the time. I know some guys that never cheat on their woman.
Right.
Period. I mean, I felt I got that from Pops.
Correct, right.
You know what I mean? The way he treated moms.
Yeah.
He treated like a queen and this and that. So I got that through him. You know what I mean? So whoever I'm with, I'm the type of guy, and I tell him, I'm 100% in. And if it ain't that, if I'm not 100% in, I'm out.
Right.
You know what I mean?
No, you know what? That makes sense to me. Because that's how I am. 100%. If once I'm in there, I'm in there. There ain't no...
Like, if I date somebody, so, you know, when it's come to dating, a lot of people date multiple people. Yeah. Me, I date one. Because I want to give my one all. I want to find out about that person 100%. I can't be over here, trying to figure out. No, I'm cheating myself.
That's right.
You know what I mean? And then getting on the phone, and the phone ringing, this girl calling, I'm going to call you back up. My sister calling. I ain't got time for that.
Lying like a motherfucker.
Yeah. I ain't got time for that.
Hell yeah.
And then, unless you know it, you go on a date and she might want to go out there. Nah, I got to figure out what I'm going to do.
Oh, I'm going to have to tell a lie. Right, then you got to lie again.
That's too much.
Oh, yeah, my mom needs some little assistance. So I might have to dip out on, I can't do this tonight. Shift it to tomorrow.
Not happening. Yep. Jay don't do that. I'm sorry. I'm a one-woman person. That's it. Period.
He likened it to integrity. He said that he says that's integrity. That's the type of man he wants to be.
It is.
And that I like that. That he said a real thing right there.
It is.
A lot of people don't have integrity, y'all.
Oh, dude.
There is some lying, scheming, scummy, disgusting people in this world.
It is.
And they lack all kinds of integrity.
And it makes it bad for guys like me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The ones that is scummy, they make it bad because a lot of women, and for all real right, don't trust a lot of men. You know what I mean? So I come and tell them, look, I'm a great guy and this and that, but it's up to women to give me a chance to, you know.
Women hold on to trauma too.
Oh, they do.
Women are traumatized. Like once they have one man do something, they like, I'm gonna treat all the rest of them like shit.
Yeah.
Fuck that nigga. I'm gonna just do them like this because that's how they do. Yeah. Every man, I know every man ain't that way. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm gonna say majority from what I hear, but I would say not every man is that way. There are ones who have integrity, and I think that's something that people need to realize. Some men do have self-control, and I think that when people train themselves on having self-control, as well as being with the person they really want to be with, stop getting placeholders. Yeah, that's another thing. Getting just to pass time and stuff. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. That'd be the problem right there. A girl don't know when she in a relationship with a dude that she just there to pass the time, and vice versa. Girl get with a dude. Girl, I'm just gonna mess with him because he got money. I don't really want him. That's just dumb. Yeah, it's just, you know what I'm saying? I'm not just messing with him. You messing this guy up. Facts. I mean, he might be a good, even though you got a couple of idiots out there, but you got good guys out there that don't deserve to be treated like that. That's right. Yeah, and then you got to communicate. If you really ain't with the guy, you see the guys like more into it than you. Yep. Let the communicate like, I see, sit down and have a conversation like this. Yep. How much do you really, what you think and what you see. You got to do that. When you know you can't match the person in how they treating you, then you need to dip. That's right. When you know you can't match it, because sometimes people will be in relationships with people who irritate them because they bringing them gifts, taking them out, they doing this and that for them, they telling them, oh, I love you so much, and they over here heated like, damn, I gotta tell this bitch I love her. You know what I'm saying? Right. I gotta buy the gift next time, and I don't even want to do it. Now you need to leave that person. You don't need to be with them. Once you feel like that, like if you not feeling like, okay, next time I got her. You know what I'm saying? That's my baby. If you feeling irritated by them doing nice things for you and saying nice things to you, that's not the person. That's right. Exactly. Leave them alone. Stop getting placeholders. And again, people make time for who they want to make time for. Facts. And if they not trying to make time for you, not even a minute or 5 minutes, move on. Facts. Yeah, because obviously in their gut, the butterflies in the gut, and certain people like, oh, I got to, talk to them. Oh, I can't go a day without. That's right. Hey, if you notice the communication ain't there, and they ain't making a second for you, and they got excuses all the time, lazy, don't want, that's a wrap. Yeah, that's a no-go. Okay, so last but not least, people think they should date. I mean, I seen the interview, and my thing is, my sentiment is, why can't a black woman sit down with a black man without people trying to make it seem like they need to date? Though they did have things in common, and yes, he was able to get vulnerable with her, and he did that. But why do people have to pin them together just because they're together? So you're saying that people, like internet people, they're saying, hey, I think they might date because they had the same thing going on and all that. No, I got to be between them two. And for me, I'm gonna say that's a hard no for me for both of them. Right. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't think it'll work. Yeah. Yeah, I think they're both great looking people. Don't get me wrong. And I think Nia Long is very attractive still at her age and very articulate. And guys, that's what I'm talking about. I could see why Jeezy, because Jeezy was complimenting her at the end. He was saying, oh, I thank you for your time, your energy, all that. He was being very gracious and very kind to her. And I think that if black women and black men continue to do that with each other, then we can move into a better place. And we should be able to be vulnerable with each other, which was one of the things that was spoken about, along with forgiveness, which is the most important part of the one-on-one. So, y'all, it was a lovely interview, in my personal opinion. Look, me and Jay, we about to be out of here, so please like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell right now if you stay with us this long. If you enjoyed our conversation, if you enjoyed the content, there shall be more trending topics, all right? Please subscribe right now. Do that shit right now. Other than that, we out of here. Peace.